Okay, Kat.
Hi, my name is Michael Kelly.
My name is Shadia.
Well, my name is Nicholas Alra.
My name is Xiao Cui.
My name is Ebenezer Solomon. I'm here in New York in the Wall Street District. Right here.
Here with Maurice Bennett, who used to launch himself into would-be ball carriers when he played football, and now he has launched his career at Credit Suisse and doing a great job with it. And Maurice, we just had a great look at some of the things that our externship and internship program does. And what are some of those things that our kids get to experience at a place like Credit Suisse?
Well, at a place like Credit Suisse, it's hard to really trade because you need to be a licensed professional to trade. But when you have an opportunity to sit with the best and the brightest students from Lafayette, the best and the brightest students from the University of Pennsylvania, you get to really ask questions about the economy, learn the fundamentals of trading. So overall, it's just a really good learning experience for any intern that can get a job at an investment bank.
And you know, Maurice, obviously it's difficult for kids to walk right out of high school or out of college and into a job, no matter how strong the academic program is. How important are the experiences of having an internship or an externship under your belt?
Well, I mean, these days with the economy being the way it is, it's almost vital to have an internship somewhere. I know at Credit Suisse we source 90% of our full-time hires from our internship process. So it's really important to get out early as a freshman, a sophomore, junior, try and get that intern experience underneath your belt so that when you actually graduate, you're as competitive as any student in the world.
You know, one of the initiatives that Lafayette is undertaking and doing a great job with is an emerging arts program here. And obviously, when you're between New York City and Philadelphia, there's a little bit of art that goes on, so it makes sense for that. How important is it to Lafayette students, given the proximity to New York City, to be so close to the financial capital of the world?
Well, I mean, it's absolutely critical. I actually interned at Credit Suisse my junior year, and one of the things that helped me get that internship was an internship in the spring of my sophomore year. I actually interned at Merrill Lynch in the city for credit. I mean, I remember waking up at 6 a.m., going downstairs to morning running, getting breakfast at 7:30, getting on a bus to New York City. It was a challenge. It was difficult, but because Lafayette is only 90 minutes away from the city, it was possible.
You know, Maurice, when we talk about launching your life, we also talk about cross-training your brain. You did a lot of cross-training physically when you were here as a member of the football team, but you also had to do so many other things, balancing that busy schedule. And I remember, if you can have a word of advice to maybe some of the students here who are wondering, can I make it? Can I do that? It wasn't too long ago that you were in those shoes.
I mean, as a young guy coming out of North Philadelphia, I didn't know what I wanted to be when I arrived on the campus of Lafayette College, but I knew I wanted to be something. I knew Lafayette had the resources, a very supportive alumni base, and from the very first moment I stepped on campus, I just went after that alumni base. I went after career services, leaning on guys like Coach Luce, Coach Hackman, Coach Devine, Coach Hefner to really give you direction and really help me grow as an individual. And today I've grown into a man that I can come back and help students here at Lafayette. So
Maurice, and I've seen it, and I've seen it for 32 years. It's an amazing story, and it continues to go on and on. I've seen a lot of young men like you who come here, and your passion is football. Your priority is your academic and your future. Are there some, I know that you've been very, very heavily involved with the academic program, and some of the faculty people here, are there some faculty folks from the economics and business or other departments that you work closely with?
I mean, I send emails to Professor Averett all the time. Just as often as I can, I try and get back here just to stay tuned to what's going on campus, because every fall I'm back here trying to recruit, trying to find a new intern. And, at Credit Suisse, like every other company in the world, we're looking for the best and brightest. So if I can maintain my relationship with some of my professors, even the coaches here, hopefully I can find the best talent at Lafayette, bring it with me to New York to help out.
I can't even describe to you. It's a feeling that is indescribable, that is, that I see this thing being paid forward all the time. And from North Philly, can it happen for me? It absolutely can. And, Maurice, arguably, when you played linebacker here, and people remember the era, I mean, there was Costanzo, and there was Andy Romans, and the list goes on and on and on. Arguably the best group of linebackers ever to play here. Do you keep in touch with any of the guys, and specifically, do you keep in touch with Blake?
I mean, I try and keep in touch with as many guys as possible. I had a conversation the other night with Dion. Obviously, I keep in touch with Blake, and I will tell you, Blake today is the same exact guy that he was 6 years ago. He's cheap. He's aggressive, he's nasty. I mean, the same things that has helped him become a really good professional football player today is the same things that helped him be a really good professional football player when he was here on campus. So I try and keep in touch with guys. I'm sitting in the stands right now with Shane Davenport, Marvin Snipes, and LJ, cornerback from the squad. So we all try and stay in touch. It's a great group of guys, loving to death. They're all brothers.
Real quick, one-word answer. We got to wrap it up. How would Blake do on the trading floor?
No comment.
Well said. Gary, it's a great story. We see this happen year in and year out. Maurice Bennett, a real success story from the Lafayette Leopards. Back to you guys.